In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married.
And we all please stand to acknowledge the national anthem for St. Lucia. For the participating teams, match number 5, and that's for the situations for league, for 5, the second match in white and then
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are in your neck of the globe. It's that time again where we join in fellowship called the Semi-Pro Football League. It's the Premier League winding down, and we have 2 more fixtures on the card for you tonight. But the first of the tasty morsels is between Central CASTRIES and DENNERY. One team looking to solidify its position in the top 4, the other trying to stave off relegation. Elijah Williams in your company once again alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Good night, everyone. I think before this is a marquee matchup. 2 teams, like Eli mentioned, on different trajectory, different objection. How do I say it? 2 teams trying their best to see how they can reach their objectives. Because before the season started, then we, of course, would want to improve on their performance last season. And we knew the record of Senior CASTRIES last season as well. So things have not worked out for either of them. And tonight they meet right here at the Francis Babalasti grounds. Elijah Williams will present the team news.
All right, of course, for Central CASTRIES, Alton Lionel in goal. Giovanni Saltibus, Emery Edward, Kevin Alcindor and Tad Modest make up the back 4. A 4-man midfield, a diamond midfield, Anthony Christopher, Punal Williams, Rivaldo Shalmine and Shaquan Nelson. And twin striker of Jamal Wilfred and Messiah Pinel. For DENNERY, Anton Richard back in goal, fresh from his exploits with the national team. Newton Marshall, Maurice Etienne, MacGyver Raymond and Patrick Ephraim make up the back 4. A midfield 3, a regular midfield 3 of Javel Fauché, Elijah Joseph and Chervius Oculi. And of course up front, Torian Joseph is flanked by the red hot Gavin Reggie and Jaime Fauché.
Yeah, I think you can see clearly changes being made defensively. One, especially the goalkeeper for DENNERY, Anton come back between the sticks because of not too steady performance of the last goalkeeper. Similar, we see Emery, the skipper for Senior CASTRIES, making a comeback in the heart of defense just to stabilize this CASTRIES defense. So the teams have basically gone back and see which areas they need to strengthen to get maximum from those games. But you did mention Eli Reggie in scintillating form. As a matter of fact, a pass just got past him and he would have been through on goal from very, very early in the contest. And there we see Emery. His first challenge is a foul in a sort of a dangerous area, because what DENNERY will try to do now is to put that ball across in the penalty area with a lot of pace and hoping that someone can get onto it. If it's Reggie, we could consider it a goal. Everything he touches right now turns to goal.
Well said, Denner. Let me just give you guys a little perspective, right? DENNERY sits in 7th position, so they're 2 spots clear of the relegation zone, which is now occupied by Choiseul on 14 points and South CASTRIES on 9. South CASTRIES all but relegated, or they are relegated. They only have 1 game left to play. Choiseul, however, have 4 games in hand. Soufrière, 1 game left, and DENNERY have 1 game left. This is DENNERY's final game. So they need to get 3 points for the destiny to be in their hands. Otherwise, they may run the risk of being usurped by Soufrière, who played their final game coming up, and Choiseul, of course, who have 4 games in hand. Central CASTRIES, on the other hand, they sit in 3rd position on the table. This is game number 17 for them. 1 more after this. They're tied on 25 points with Mabuya Valley, who have a game in hand. Mabuya Valley currently sits in the 4th. On the outside looking in is Canaries in 5th spot, but they only have 1 match left. They're on 23 points. And the interesting dark horse in this semi-final race is Grosile. They sit on 22 points, but they have a mammoth 4 games in hand. So very interesting that both at the top and the bottom of the Premier League table.
I think basically what the league table has presented all teams is try your best to win your fixture. Don't depend on other teams to do it for you. You can only play what's before you. And this is what the business end has brought. And especially the format of the league where you have to get into a semi-position to get through to the final. So it's a lot of football still to play, but a lot of interesting football, which is also going to throw up a lot of interesting results, because the rest of the games are going to be played here at the Francis Babalasti grounds in Gozile. Gozile has a mammoth of games to play still, so it is still open for some teams, but like I say, you have to play what's before you and ensure you get a winning result.
Yeah, of course, those of you wondering, Benner Wellington, who has been in the center of defense for Central Castries, he's off with the national rugby team, the rugby sevens team, went off to play a tournament. So Central Castries will be without his services at least for this fixture. So that's going to make it even more interesting as we see Anton Richard back in goal for Dennery. Patrick Ephraim, the right back area, carrying it forward, giving Reggie a little too much to do there.
Yeah, so a little too much, but you could see the intent of Dennery. Does Grosile play in red and white? No. They were like sort of a light blue. Anyhow, you could see the intent of Dennery so far is to come down the flank and put that ball across, because you have Fauché, who as well can find the back of the net. But interesting too is that the press by Central Castries is basically not allowing them to get too comfortable too early. Good play by Tad, just twisting across his player. And there is a pass trying to go across in midfield. Dennery taking possession, still keeping the ball alive.
Chevius Okulu with a good turn there. Well, Fauché trying to get on the end of that. We see Patrick Ephraim down the Newton Marshall, sorry, on the left flank.
So throwing now to Central Castries. Shaquan looking to go very further afield. It's a cross pass. Trying to find Pinel on the far side. Anton, of course, coming up his line and intercepting. Dennery quite poised at the back, quite comfortable. And going side to side, waiting to draw the opponent and then make a forward pass, intercepted, but ball going outside via the Pernal William route. Is a foot save there by our guy in goal.
They needed to.
Oh yes, and you could see why he's back in goal tonight. He has his ways, Eli, of making things work for him. Well, an interesting passage of play there for Dennery. First shot on goal, and goalkeeper making a foot save. And Central Castries was able to recover.
Ball cleared up the pitch. Calvin Reggie felt he was fouled there, but nothing given there. Ball across to Messiah Pinel, and interesting little snapshot there.
Good again, good passage of play there for Central. Ball across, Pinel taking it down. Wanted more power on this one. Anton just fending it down, and possession now to Dennery. Dennery, of course, who had a miserable outing last time, losing to Soufrière. And also Central Castries leaving it late to get past South Castries. So based on the performances of them in the last game, that game should have a little drama, probably into the second half. But something's got to give. Remember, we had the Francis Babalastic field in Grosile. And as I say so, I just see Mr. Lastic Eli passing around and inspecting his ground. Good night, Mr. Lastic.
It's Sir Elastic.
Yes, Elastic.
I think he's knighted.
But you could just say Elastic. It's a foul. Of course, that ball, of course, will now go up. Possession to Central Castries. Emery looking upfield. Vouching to just go to the right. Keeping it simple. Don't want to complicate it too early. Good build up in midfield. Intercepted there by the right back. I mean, despite Dennery losing last game, but just watching them, you could see probably that they have put that behind them. I mean, you can't dwell on a loss. They have put it behind them, and they have started the game not too bad. They're trying to make passes and get to the final third, but clearly you could see that they had a talk within themselves that they should improve their performance.
Yeah, they look a little sharper, of course. Desperate times call for desperate measures. This is their final fixture, and if they win this fixture, they're all but guaranteed to stay up. So they'll want to ensure that they keep their destiny in their own hands. Central Castries, I think, is playing the way that they normally play, not ultra aggressive. I believe the last time you made mention that sometimes they really need to try to kill teams off, and they probably don't.
Yeah, they need to, when they score, to improve. Just keep on improving. Keep the ball ticking. Don't get too comfortable too early, because the football is a game of, anything. You could score a goal at any given time, whether it be from a set play or what have you. So you need to score, increase, and look for insurance, rather than just score and just sit. You have to do more than that. If you want to win in the semi-pro, or if you want to make a mark in the semi-pro, you must be able to deal with phases of the game. And by scoring early, yes, but you need to continue and not give teams chances or give them a hope that they can come back. Because you play for a position. It's not as if, Eli, that you sit on points and you're going to finish second, third, or fourth. You play to go into a playoff to continue in the competition.
As we see Central with some combination play there. Interestingly enough, Critic, sort of a diamond formation for Central. Bernal at the tip of the diamond in the number 10 role. It almost seems that the tactic is for the twin strikers to pull wide and allow their men to sort of follow them and create a little space in the center where you can have that midfield runner coming through. Almost seems like that's what they're doing.
Case in point, that's why he scored 2 goals last outing. So he becomes he plays like a 9.5.
9, yeah.
Yeah, like a 9.5.
Whoa.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Wow.
Eli, we just
Said it.
oh my.
Whatever he touches
turns to goal, and
that
this
was a cross.
Eli, this was a cross.
Come shot.
So basically, like I just said, Reggie, anything he touches turns to goal. Eli, of course, you will know that sometimes in sports you hit a purple patch.
Yes.
And anything you do, any position you find yourself in, you make amends for it. And this is what's happening to Reggie right now. He has taken the responsibility to carry this Dennery team and to ensure they have a very good finish in the league. That in itself there was just part of his hard work and being rewarded for his hard work. So, very good goal. I don't think the goalkeeper thought it would have happened, but it happened. So, good goal, and then we take the lead 1-0 versus Central Castries.
Yeah, goalkeeper I don't think could have done anything about that.
I don't think so.
That sailed over him.
Yeah.
He could have jumped off of a table. I don't think he would have got that one.
So that's 6 goals in 2 games.
6 goals in 3.
In 3?
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. Yes, correct. But that's the last game. Yeah. 6 in 3. That's a remarkable record.
Remarkable.
Yes.
By any standard.
Yeah, whichever way you want to put it, one of the hardest thing to do in football is to score goals. And this guy, based on the last 3 games, make it look so simple.
I don't want to jinx him, but that's Erling Haaland territory.
I was about to say it, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it, but I don't want to say it. So I'm happy you said it.
We're not saying he's Erling Haaland.
We don't say that. But, that kind of form can be mentioned.
Patch.
Yes. But I didn't want to say it, but you said it. Yeah. And you have Central Castries pegged back early, 14 minutes gone into the encounter. So they now have to find a way to equalize. And we mentioned Punal, he's in a little purple patch himself.
Yes.
He has a brace in the last game. And the position that you mentioned, the false 9, or I call it a 9.5 because he's a 10 as well. It's a very interesting position because basically you kind of goes into the area unmarked.
Yes.
And this is what let's see how Dennery is gonna deal with it.
Well, interesting position for the free kick there for Central Castries.
Shaquan Nelson behind the ball, yeah?
Yes, that way.
No, not Shaquan.
Christopher.
No, it looked like, what's his name again, Lord? Rivaldo.
Yeah, Rivaldo Shalman.
That's right.
Yeah, number
Big,
17.
That's a big name, boy. Real Rivaldo will be huffing and puffing his cheeks. Antoine coming out big but missing the ball.
Another corner, it looks like.
Let's see the signal.
Yeah, it is.
There it is, alright. So this time it's Shaquan. He can put one across as well. You know how set plays are very important in football. They're an avenue for scoring goals.
You think with the size of Emery Edward in
Yeah.
the game that they would be looking to get the ball in his area?
Paul delivery. Shaquan will want this one back. Paul delivery. That
Another
goes up.
corner.
Yeah. He needs to improve on that delivery. If you have a guy like Emery in there, he can tower his way. And the dreadlocks looks like Ruud Gullit. See?
Did the locks ever get so long?
Remember back in the days we didn't have HGTV. So it could have been longer, but based upon the quality of the television stream, it's quite a short.
It look short.
Yeah. But good night to the persons on the stream. I know Miss Fouché, who do a glory zouk avec Team Dennery nou Hanion. Yeah, tout dans our colors. Yeah, so I know she supports Dennery through and through. She's always watching. Friday night football right here in Grosile. And we're trying to mount a lead on the left side. Fouché. Ball goes out of touch. And it will be a throw in now to Central Castries. Already you can hear the encouragement from the Dennery bench. Try to spur them on. The bad ball at all. And Gio has speed and he can deal with it.
Jaime Fouché there, doing some good work down the left flank. Giovanni Faltibus.
It's a free kick, very interesting free kick position, almost like a corner.
Ball coming in again. Then we almost finding themselves in a little bit of a muddle there. Shaquan Nelson on it now. Twisting, turning.
They were able to recover.
Von Alcindor there. Slips under his boot.
I want you to keep your eye on the number
12, Kevon Alcindor.
Yes.
Yeah. Just mentioned it.
Very shaky, very unstable. Keep your eye on this guy because Central Castries, they want to keep the ball, recycle the football. That's about the second occasion that he has let the ball get past, not so uncomfortable. If Dennery can pick up on that, something can happen. Just keep your eye on every now and then. It's going to be a long throw in for a guy from the Fish Village. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Okay, well, the referee has signal. So it's going to be a goal kick in favor of.
They restarted very quickly. Gives the ball away there. It's a corner kick. Just made mention of it, and Kuvon Alcindor just gave the ball away.
Let's keep your eye.
Hopefully he'll grow into the game, critic. He's not had too much game time.
I understand.
We've had Shem Ume substituted in the center of defense. Of course, we've had Emery Edward. We've had Awan Sales over the top. Benner Wellington as well. So he's not been a regular in the back for Central Castries. As a matter of fact, he's not had that much game time at all. So hopefully he settles down. I don't think the neutrals want to see goals being conceded from errors.
Oh well, the game is a game of errors. It's how you capitalize. So I think Dennery wouldn't care about game time or who get what. That's not Dennery's business. You play who's before you.
Correct.
But so far they've been having the better of the exchanges. They have kept Central Castries down there for a bit. A loose pass there by Emery, given away.
Yeah, if him standing on that ball there, Wilfred, of course, is a very quick customer.
Powerful
He tries to
customer
do
as
too
well.
much, tries to do too much.
Quick and powerful. You know, I will have him as my lone striker up top. Holster his way through.
I don't know, critic. Maybe it depends on how the Central plays, because I don't think he's excellent at in terms of hold-up play. In terms of running the channels,
Can do so.
can do so. So
Here's our guy Reggie. You know what I like about football? Tad was trying to motivate the rest of the team. So now Pernal is trying to motivate Tad. Tad plays like he doesn't help Pernal, you know. So help Pernal. He be like, yeah, me. The sounds and the sound bites that we get, you know. Good defending there by Christopher. Christopher is his last. Christopher, yeah?
yes,
Christopher. Yeah.
yes.
But it's a goal that Central Castries didn't see coming. I don't even think Dennery saw it coming as well. But as anything else, you take your chances. You make stuff out of anything, and let's see if you can improve on that. Improve on the scoreline.
You know what? It's attacking intent.
Of course. Yes, rather fortuitous. Yeah, he's been in good goal scoring vein, so like I said, it fell for him, and he just went well. That should be interesting, Eli. Did he score any goals before that purple patch period? I think he scored 1 or 2. I think 1, yeah. So he might be sitting on 7 goals. In all games, yeah. There you go. But what sets him apart is that his touch. He has a very good first touch, and he can get past players. So rather than rely on persons to pass to him, when he gets the football in the final third, he can take on players, and he's able to compose. Yes, he's able to compose himself and take shots, score goals. I think we just seen a yellow card shown to Pernal William. Is it? Yeah. The game is a game of concentration. The game is a game of things not always go your way, but it's how you react. When you're one goal down, you're about to deal with a free kick or a throw in, but you choose to be at the official rather than regroup and see how best you can stay within the contest. That in itself is a level of maturity. This is a level of seniority as well. And young players need to understand that. There are some seasonal players there in Emery the skipper and Punal Williams as well. Nobody should be screaming at those players. These are senior players. I see young Shokwan trying to get those players to understand what's going on. That shouldn't be. It should be the other way around. Meantime, it is still 1-0 in favor of Dennery. It's never going to happen. If it's anybody you want on the side on the playing field in football, it's an official. You don't want to be in his bad books. Any little scrimmage, any little scuffle again, you could be out of the game. Brilliant, but the ball left him and trying to catch up with him. He basically, either gone to his shin area or his ankle. But again, but the referee did good. Was able to give him a card. Let's see. We're approaching the 30-minute mark, and Dennery is enjoying that one goal lead. Not trying to overextend themselves, just play within themselves and see how best they can manage the clock. Shekwan putting on some frills with interception. Some of the players are trying to get into the head of the official. So free kick now to Central CASTRIES, opting to go wide with it. another foul. This time on Gio, the right back for Central Castries. So
Yeah,
now
I'm back.
it's a free kick now for Central Castries. And here we go again. The situation now, the referee is calling across the skipper, which is Emery. Probably not pleased with some of the wordings or conversations he's having with Punal. So he basically needs to call them in again, the two, Batman and Robin. A call to Gotham City.
As their chief.
Must maintain discipline. This is going to be a final warning. Please speak to your teammates. I do not like the tone in which you are speaking to me. I'm here to officiate a football game. I'm not here to baby anybody. There's a big man playing football. Control yourselves. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I would love? I would love to be playing for DENNERY right now. All you have to do, Eli, is stick on Punal.
Get under the skin.
That's all. You don't have to do anything. Just stay by him, you know, and just watch him in the middle of his eye and you know that kind of thing, so. And in tutus, he will be mad at you.
It's a gamesmanship in the game.
That's right. Dakar.
I was about
Yeah, that's the dark arts of the game, man. Come on, Punal. Put a sock in it, man. Play football. Not bad, a free kick. Good clearance there from DENNERY. Fouché for a header. Reggie trying to get onto it. Handle the ball in the process. Quick free kick there from Central Castries. Trying to find Punal on the right side. DENNERY good press, forcing Central Castries all the way back. Emery overstretching on the defender there. Foul.
wonder if he landed on him as well.
We haven't mentioned Antoine much in the encounter. He hasn't had much to do.
It had nothing to do. I'll call them Junior George. The couple lengthy stoppages, the game has sort of lost a little bit of its momentum. Now Anton Richard is down.
He needs some attention. He went down under his own power. Like you just said, it's been a stop-start game, lacking fluidity. And the thing about it too is that like Central is down 1, so you want to get back into the game, but those stoppages will not help. Of course, we're going to be here tomorrow evening as well for a doubleheader. And we're off on Sunday.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
Get to watch another football on Sunday.
The football, one other league.
NFL.
You?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sunday is the North London Derby. And thereafter, anything could happen.
Well, I would have seen that anyways.
Yeah. I want to say good night to my buddy, moving Coco Bellas.
Of course, tonight there's a second fixture on the cards. That's Marbella Valley versus Grosley. That's going to be very interesting. It's coming up after this fixture between Dennery and Central Castries. See ball coming in there, back across by Pernell Williams, and
not bad an effort. Not bad an effort. He would want this. He would want this opportunity back again.
yeah, Jamal Wilfred.
Yes, because he basically he aided the ball over the bar. But we saw the intention because he was going to the other side where Antoine vacated. So not bad an effort. Shaquan to Pernal put it back in an interesting area, and they're not able to capitalize. But not bad from Central Castries.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I don't think I've seen Jamal Wilfred score a goal with his head previously. I may be wrong. It's just not to my recollection.
Ball going across to Pinal. Pinal with a poor touch there, heavy touch. Just gifting the ball basically to Dennery. And it's a sprint race between Tad. Ball able to stay in touch, but however, no. Tad immediately taking a throw.
Yeah, Torian Joseph not able to keep it in. We see Gavin
right now.
Reggie's in a more central position now, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, good work there.
Good work right there by the youngster. Resulted in a corner for Dennery. You could see Eli, like I said, they have gone past the last result and they're basically fighting. Like you said, this is the last encounter for them, so they're giving it their all. Not bad an effort. Not bad an effort. This Dennery team is really trying. Of course, they have their community behind them. They're really trying. Castries open to play from the back. They press immediately from Dennery. Trying to find Pernal upfield.
I could also hear one of the Central Castries players pleading, I think it's Shaquan, saying we're playing too slow. My thoughts are that that's generally how Central Castries play. They're very methodical. They take their time. But of course, I think he's recognizing there needs to be a greater sense of urgency, being down by a goal and having the knowledge that fourth spot is up for grabs.
Yeah, sometimes you need to inject some pace, and the pace is not probably like the pace of the game, you know. Probably just wants those players to be show a little more urgency. Good save there by Antoine. Pinel opting to use the side of the foot, but the height of Antoine, he was able to execute a very good save in the top right corner of the goal. Good football by Central. I was just saying that sometimes when players say pace, it doesn't mean to speed up the game, but the urgency of the game. Players tend to dwell in putting the ball back into play and undecided on who to pass to. So if they show a little more sense of urgency, that in itself can increase the pace of the game.
Yeah, so not necessarily
to play fast. Yeah, because if you try to play fast, your passes will be all over the place. You know, we're not playing on a surface that is like at Bossejou. You know, playing on a surface that probably needs a little attention. So the surface doesn't require you to play fast. Just to play for a little more urgency. So corner now. And the referee this time having to call two other players. I think by the end of this game, this referee will have to send in an application to Safa Lewis. Because he's becoming a lecturer. I think now they say semester. They don't say term anymore.
Semester.
Semester. So he could probably come in for the next semester. There's a lot of lectures being given out there. Corner now to Central Castries. Player going down and holding his head. Calls for immediate attention. And that physio, is on top of his game. It looks like a medium pacer. I don't know if you're into cricket big time, Eli, but I watched the part of the Ashes last night. First inning, England was bowled out for 172. And right now, Australia's at 139 for 9 thereabout. So 19 wickets fell on the first day.
Well, thank goodness not West Indies would have gotten a beating if we got bowled out for that amount.
Well, remember I was talking about cricket, eh?
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know why you brought West Indies into the topic. Cricket I was talking about. I was talking about Outgozina, Ulila Ba. Cricket.
So back to the football action.
All right, okay. One thing, your mother give you right there below, Elijah.
I mean, you said you were not talking about West Indies per se.
That's right.
Set you up there. Set you up, critic. Anyway, Central Castries, Messiah Pinel on it. Bring it back to Todd Modest. And he drifts one into the area. That was by Dennery. And out further, Gavin Reggie. I think young Alcindor has caught up to the pace of the game, critic.
Yeah, he looks like he's more settled now.
Yes.
And as I say so, he commits a foul.
He's going to get a card for that.
Oh, yes. Blatantly.
It's a good card if you ask me, because Reggie has a turn of pace.
No, but Eli...
Reggie's getting away from him and barreling down on goal.
Yeah, but he was already in position, you know. He was there, you know. But Reggie...
he stretched his foot out of the
Yeah, he was... Von Alcindor. I think he's a fireman by profession. So now it's all about delivery. That's a little far out. I think the central defense can deal with it. It's a little far out for them.
That was a good ball in, but well defended. He said Alcindor is a fireman. I think he put out a Gavin Reggie size fire there at some personal expense. It's halftime, and of course, Dennery, they lead Central CASTRIES by a goal to nil. We'll be back after the break for second half action.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life, let it BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry, and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further, and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying Home Sweet Home with a Home Sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Act now and you won't regret it. BOSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced Home Sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. BOSL.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
Welcome back to our game.
Of course, we're back with second half action. Dennery leading Central CASTRIES by a goal to nil in the 13th minute of the number 9, Gavin Reggie. His sixth goal in the last three contests, well, 2.5. This one is not done just yet. But your take on the first half, critic?
Interesting first half, although there are a lot of stoppages. But what really matters is getting the ball behind the net, which Reggie did. Any Central CASTRIES would have been disappointed, but only to themselves. They have only themselves to blame because majority of the stoppages were under their spell. Central CASTRIES now needs to settle down and play football. Forget about all the little shenanigans, the referee. Put this all behind you and try to maintain some possession, some meaningful possession, and try to put this Dennery team under pressure. Meanwhile, Dennery, they have seen what has been for them in the first half. All they need to do now is to keep their shape defensively and see how best they can increase the scoreline. So it's a situation where at some point in time, Central Winds would come out of the comfort zone trying to put more into attack, and that could offer opportunities for Dennery. So I think we're in for a very interesting one, but the teams need to settle down and make passes and play football.
Yeah, Dennery in their 17 games have scored 29 goals, so not a prolific scoring team. A little less than 2 goals per game on average.
It's a very good pass there by Fouché on the left side, trying to get his cousin out think because he's a Fouché as well.
Yes.
Jaime Fouché.
Chevel to Jaime.
Or Fouché to Fouché.
That's correct.
Going to be a throw-in now to
Long for not so long this time around.
there by Dennery. Still with it.
Nelson muscled off of it a couple of times, but he's tenacious and regains possession, and he's fouled.
Yeah, a little tussle between the two. Nelson able to get a foul for his team. Possession now to Central CASTRIES.
Edward into the midfield there to Christopher. Bernal Williams on it. Across to Shaquan Nelson. He's got a little space. He's going to play it through there. And Anton Richard reading that one. Just getting ahead of Messiah Pinel.
A good pass there by young Nelson. Trying to link up with Pinel.
Giovanni Saltibus over the top there for Nelson. It's cleared. MacIver Raymond coming out into a wide area. Newton Marshall was upfield. Nice little flick there behind, but O'Shea equal to it, tracking back, doing some defensive duties, the winger.
Yeah, I just got a message from Alicia Fouché. She said, yes, I'm watching my boys. I can't miss out. So there are some loyal persons on the stream, or viewers, I would say, making their duty. So good night to you, Alicia. Yeah, your boys are doing good so far. A long throw there for Central CASTRIES. Antoine commanding his area. CASTRIES in control. We see Pernal. Leads to a corner now for Central CASTRIES. Let's see if Central can make something after this one. It's Rivaldo to take this one.
When the flag goes down though, when the flag has to be up.
Oh, yeah. Rivaldo Shalmine.
Yeah, corner flag has to be up. Just heard the player say we cannot play without the corner flag, and that's correct. The law.
I think the corner flag is tired. It may need some attention from the groundsman. That's why he's not staying up. Big clearance there from
Joseph,
DENNERY.
yes. Javel Fauché trying a difficult pass.
Yeah, from the time he controlled the pass, he should have got rid of it. Offside is the call. DENNERY opting to play it from the back. Long searching pass for Pernal Williams on the left side.
Foul there.
I think he bought this one. There's no way he's going to get past those two players.
He did well.
Yeah. Young Shalmine.
Junior George doing it the conventional way, critic, no disappearing spray.
Wow. Powerful header there by Pernal, just beating the upright. Yeah. So you say no spray?
He didn't use any disappearing spray.
The spray finally disappeared, right?
I've never seen it, you know.
Yeah, so it just disappeared.
I see them spraying.
Yeah, so it has just disappeared.
Yeah, yeah. So in there, Giovanni Saltibus. Up to Jamal Wilfred. That one headed up into the air. And then we driving forward there. That ball played out into touch.
I think he tried to play the advantage, but it didn't work out. That's why the Dennery players are a little upset.
It's on them. They made the bad pass.
Rush into that pass, actually. Yeah, that's a high boot. Yes, it is. Foul. Wasted of an opportunity there for Dennery. Instead of putting that ball into the box area, opting to go to the wing. Yeah, too much there. Another loose pass. Shaquan is not able to control this one. However, his work ethic helping his team to get back the football. Then player called offside. Basically, just sitting there and waiting for the pass.
Wilfred is on it. Meat and drink for the goalkeeper there.
Oh, yes. Meat, drink, cat food, whichever way you want to call it.
Okuli on there. Blocked off by Emery. Nelson on it. Stolen away. Fauché on the left flank. Closed down by Saltibus, Giovanni.
Fauché trying to work some magic to get into the final third of the playing field. A big switch. Hoping to get some juice into that. However, interception, and now we see.
Nelson got that one all wrong.
Definitely so. He's disappointed with himself. You could see him holding his head. That pass was definitely on, but wrong execution. I don't know, but Carson Reggie not seem to be moving right. I don't know if his muscles have tightened up on him. But that in itself was a chance. He got hit, the ball was hit over the head of Emery and he was able to get onto it, but he looks a little stiff. So if you score 6 goals in 3 encounters, I think the muscles may just take a toll on you. But he's not moving right.
Fauché on there. Intercepted. There's Wilfred turning on it. Turning back.
Immediately the whistle sounds.
Yeah, offside there. It's like McCallan John coming in there in place of Anthony Christopher. So that suggests to me we're going to see two conventional wingers, which would probably be Pinel and John, who just entered the game. Newton Marshall with the header out and Fauché put it into touch.
They're really trying to see if they can increase the scoreline. But the main target, which is the Reggie, is not in the game.
You're off. Elijah Joseph getting that one all wrong as well. Van Nelson up to Dorian Joseph getting fouled there by Penal William.
A soft foul.
So it looks like McCallan John has sorted actually into a midfield position. He's normally out on the flank. And Penal William is actually looking like he's holding a wide position at the moment.
Position, that's correct. So it's like as if like he's turn provider now. I'll try and be on the end of finishing. Corner now for Central Castries.
What do you think about that tactic though? He's normally the one pulling the strings in midfield. Is that probably to protect him as he's on a yellow card maybe? Or?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yes. But I think, he's your marquee player and you want him more involved because basically now to get that ball to him, although they have been successful, but I'd rather see him in a position where he can really pull the strings of the game. But like you mentioned, there's a situation of that yellow card. You don't want him too involved and too much in the middle where he has to probably make tackles and whereas on the wing. So they're basically trying to hide him to keep him and see what they can get from him. Because if you realize where he's there, he's not tackling anybody. He's basically shadowing the players because he doesn't want to risk that second yellow.
John there tussling with Fauché.
Fauché is big and strong.
So is John.
Yeah, but Fauché is stronger. I think this guy is the strongest Fauché on the island. Yeah, the Fauchés are in Dennery. And I know a couple of them. I think the word I want to use is Mabwe. You know that word, right, Eli? Mabwe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Fauché is Mabwe. Yeah. So, a strong guy, man.
And a Makabubanan.
Yeah. Mix. So the CASTRIES really want to come. Here is Punal stretching this one. Anton coming all the way out. And now that in itself is very interesting.
Well, it was already whistled offside.
So why continue, Eli?
They both went in full-blooded. If this scenario critic was not blown offside, I don't think there would have been anything in it because the goalkeeper cleared the ball away. It would just be two players coming together.
Yeah, but it's the manner. It's the manner of what Antoine got into the player. He knew fully well what he's doing. I don't like that. I don't like
you
that.
felt he intentionally left something on the player?
I don't like that. I don't like that. That there was intentional. Knowing fully well he was anticipating the whistle, but in doing so, he still left a mark on the player. I mean, as a senior national player, you have to, it's not called for. I don't like that. There's a little bit of maliciousness in it. I don't like it. He got away with it, yes, but I don't like that. If we knew fully well what he was doing, and then he comes back on the scene, come back on the crime scene and shakes the player hand and check on him. He could have injured the guy. If you look at the replay, look at what I'm talking about. Okay, the player isn't just trying to get there. Watch his hands, eh? The player still trying to get there, and he comes in and brother.
I don't agree.
No.
I don't agree. As a matter of fact, I will say both players heard the whistle. Both players could have stopped. Neither of them did.
No, the goalkeeper had a view. Because if you look at it, he was never in the frame. So which means he just timed what he came to do. And the central player got the worst out of it.
No, I don't agree with that.
Eli, I'm saying to you.
I've looked at the replay a couple of times.
Now fair enough. We can disagree. That's all right. But I'm telling you, see me as a footballer, what this guy did there, that's what they do. That's what goalkeepers do. Trust me on that.
I think both players heard the whistle. They both continued to get the ball. I think the goalkeeper cleared the ball. And in the process, the two players came together and Wilfred got the worst of it.
If it's one player or one position that is always gets away with murder, are goalkeepers. Remember Pickford took off Virgil van Dijk? Not even a card he got for that. Virgil van Dijk spent almost a year out of football.
But I'll say again.
That is something similar to that.
If there was no offside, the referee is calling a foul on Wilfred. Because the goalkeeper cleared the ball.
All right. The goalkeepers are highly protected in football. Eh? There's a shout.
I think that's too close. What is he going to do with his hands? That's too close.
Oh, there's thing. Ghana. So throwing now to
yes.
Dennery. Very good pass there by Fauché. Caught offside.
A substitution there, Raheem Lionel in for Jamal Wilfred. See a switch now. Penal William now going into the central role.
Yeah, they put some pace on the wing.
The Lionel I think Gavin Reggie is quick. Lionel might just be quicker.
Oh, yes.
Is that a handball?
Yes. So possession goes across now to Central because they want to keep possession. And now it's a throw into Dennery. A player we have not spoken much about tonight is Shaquan Nelson. He's on the right side, but he doesn't really get involved per se. You know, he more wants to make the pass, the creator, rather than be on the receiving end. So he's the one passing to Pinel. He's the one passing to Punal. He's the one trying to, make it happen for them.
Pull the strings.
Yes.
I happen to think Shaquan's biggest strength is ball carrying.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's been able to do that the manner in which Dennery has played. They'll foul him if he tries to start going. They double team him on a couple of occasions. We saw him in a couple of scraps earlier on. He's somebody who requires the ball in a little bit of space so that he can start maneuvering, because once he gets motoring, it's difficult to stop him.
Yeah.
But we've not seen any of those marauding runs from midfield from him tonight.
Then we won't allow that. If he get past 1, 2, or 3, guaranteed I don't think he's going to get past 4. So there are occasions where he can use his strength, but tonight is not one of them. And here is Punal now.
Poor touch then. Punal Williams is on it. I mean, Lionel was calling for it, but I don't think Punal was in a. He had to take that shot.
Yeah. Punal didn't even have much control of the football, and also Lionel was calling, but not even he was in the area to
in the right position. Yeah.
So he just making some noise for making noise sake, but no.
Well, if his pace, he might have backed himself to get there.
No, he wouldn't get there. I think Punal under the conditions did what's best. Tried to force a shot.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but no, he wasn't getting there. That young Lionel wasn't getting there. Lionel could have lent one of the fastest pair of boots in the history of football and still won't get there. So Eli, should the score stand, where would this put Dennery in there? That being the final game?
I think that gets them up to 20 points. Let me just double check. My memory serves me correctly. Of course, you guys listening, you can always check out the latest table on sluSemiproFootball.com. That's where I'm headed right now to check. Yeah, so Dennery on 17, that'll put them on 20 points. They will remain in 7th position, however, because the team above them, which is Grosley, is clear by 5 points. However, what it will do is also make sure that they're out of the relegation battle. Because Soufrière is on 15 points with 1 game left. So Soufrière will only be able to get to 18. And that means Choiseul, who have 4 games left, will need to pick up 5 points from those 4 games to make sure they stay up.
I got you. Good blocking there by Fauché. Quick throw there for CASTRIES.
There's Pinel on it. Muscle off. Still on it. Good ball in there by Messiah Pinel. Rhyme Lionel not able to get any meaningful contact on it.
He had to time his run. And I've watched him throughout the season. As a matter of fact, I've watched him from last year. And the first thing you mentioned about Lionel is his pace. He is gifted for that. But his timing is off. A while ago when he called for the ball, he was nowhere inside. This time where he had to be inside, he was too ahead of himself.
There he is. Ball across.
So you must be able to time your run. And not only time your run, but shape your run.
I'm a Fauché. Patrick Ephraim down for Dennery.
Oh, yes.
Another collision there. See if we can get another look at that. Yeah, not clear. But clearly Anton Richard making contact with Emery Edward. Let's take it from another angle.
You go into an area where you're not supposed to go into. Remember, the goalkeeper has the use of his hands, so which means he's already up there. Now, because of the scoreline of the game, and they're not playing well, they have become a little desperate now. So you have the big defender trying to put in some fear in the goalkeeper, as if like, okay, I'm going to challenge you. And then challenging him, look at the frame of Antoine. So Emery's coming in there loose. No protection.
He got clattered in the head.
There you go.
And then he fell pretty heavily as well.
There you go. So he's coming in there loose. So the goalkeeper just basically got up, collected, and he just... Yeah. The final passes that they're trying to create from Central CASTRIES. If you look at it, what they're doing now is trying to get to midfield and dink a ball over the defense of Dennery. Dink for Pernal, dink for the speedster.
I don't think that works
That's not
when you
work.
have Pernal in the front.
That's not going to work.
He needs the ball to his feet.
That is correct. Pernal is not going to outrun none of those tall defenders and get the ball just behind him. What Central CASTRIES need to do is to carry the ball out of their half, try to knock the ball around, drop, and see how best they can get Dennery to come out of position. If you look at the back line for Dennery, they're just waiting. They're just sitting there waiting. Nobody's having them move left, right, and nothing at all. They're just sitting there waiting.
What I would like to see Central CASTRIES do is push Pernell back into the midfield, get McAllen John onto the flank where Messiah Pinell is, and get Pinell down the center. I think he is a player that is very tenacious. He's going to trouble those central defenders. If a ball gets played through, he has the pace to get onto it. He has the trickery as well. And I think that's probably going to create their best chance. But I think you want Pernal in a position to play that final pass. And right now he's depending on people to get the ball to him.
I don't think I've seen Pinell play down the middle. That should be very interesting. I mean, he has the skill set, yes, but I don't know if he's going to be able to dilly-dally his way coming down the middle.
Interestingly enough, at school, that's where he played. And you can see his goal-scoring prowess. But based on the personnel that they have on the field right now, I mean, they don't have an out-and-out striker. I don't think Zachary Larish is on the bench either.
Okay.
So, I mean, based on the personnel that they have, I think that's probably their best bet in terms of a striker.
All right. Time definitely is not on the side of Central CASTRIES. I mean, all those statics that we're hoping that they can employ, but time is not the best friend right now. Meantime, Dennery still lead 1-0. And if they can manage that game, they can walk away with 3 points.
Yeah, 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Central need to probably be a little bit more direct now. There's Pinel on it. That's what I mean, critic. You see him running those channels there, but he did it from deep. If he was a little further upfield, he'd be in on goal.
Yeah. But they're tracking. Dennery is smart as well. They're tracking him. And you could hear Shakwan say nobody is available for that pass. The central defender Emery has left his position, trying to be a target for his team.
Anton Richard got that throw all wrong. The fast break was on. He got that throw all wrong.
Antoine is another goalkeeper that needs to work on his distribution. Whether it be if his feet or if his hands, look at what he's going to do this time. Surveys, takes time, straight down the middle.
Maurice Etienne doing well there to fend off Bernal Williams, just
straight down the
enough
middle,
time.
back to the opponent.
Yes.
Who's the goalkeeper coach for the national team? You know?
I'm not sure.
Dennery trying to put some passes together. And there we see Emery just gifting this one to the attacker. Keeper was able to save on the second attempt. Gavin, don't play with him.
Henry in a dangerous
There's
position
Reggie
again.
taking on 1, 2, 3, 4 and still in possession.
He has a player down though. Wins himself a corner.
Yeah. I think the Dennery players, like somebody illustrated a while ago, every 40 seconds they're down. Every 40 seconds somebody from Dennery just goes down.
Gamesmanship. Such a cramp there, they're saying. Game management, gamesmanship. The dark arts.
Yeah, the dark arts are full in effect for Dennery. One of these days we must try to do how long the football stays into play. So yes, a game is 90 minutes with some odd minutes for stoppages. But how long of how much of time is playing time? You'll see how much time was played within the 90 minutes.
Dangerous ball put in there.
It's Gavin at the end of it.
Dinks it back in, cleared by Emery. He's trying to do a little too much there, and then we're back on it again.
Offside this time, too long to make that pass. Ball coming across. Poor execution. Don't know what he was trying to do. Long searching pass trying to get Punal involved in the attack. Defender doing pretty well. Again, long punt upfield. Too much for Punal to do. Ball just shepherded out by the defense of Dennery. Blatant foul on Shakan Nelson. Can this be the occasion now for Central Castries? Emery has made his way forward. Let's look at the delivery. That is a throw-in now for Central. Dennery defense under some pressure. That's another corner, this time in favor of Dennery. Not much time left in the encounter. Lucia making his exit and Zachary Rich coming into the encounter. It's an in-swinger. Player making some good height. Wasn't able to hit the ball on target, but not by the corner from Dennery. They still lead 1-0. Final game for the Dennery outfit. It's a blatant foul there by Rish, who just came into the encounter. Just taking the play out, no wanting no part of the football. And another Dennery player goes down. Not much time left in the encounter. We have hit the 90-minute mark with 5 minutes at a time. Again, like you also mentioned that when Pinels got started running, but the players having no part of him or or taking part of him. So another foul on Pinel. Antoine shown a card after a scuffle with Emery. Then you're trying to put some passes together. Searching pass into the area. Keeper calls out. Gathers cleanly. Mere seconds to go in this one.
The red looks like Dennery is going to go home with all 3 points and save themselves from relegation. It's definitely been a feisty encounter from the initial whistle. Dennery with that Gavin Reggie goal would have now put Central Castries in a perilous position as it pertains to them securing a top 4 position. Of course, even though they were to score, they're only going to get 1 point from this, which I don't think helps their cause all that much. We've gone past the 5-minute mark of stoppage time, additional time. That's the final whistle. 1-0. Dennery over Central Castries. Could see the body language of the Central Castries players. A little despondent. I think they understand what this defeat means. Central Castries now only have one game left to play. And right now their destiny is not in their hands. That's how the Semi-Pro League has been shaping up. Of course, stick around for our next fixture. It's Grosley taking on Mabuya Valley. For Tennis and Glasgow, Elijah Williams saying good night.
Testing, guys. My mic is on, man. It's good now? People of the day.
Yeah, the game was, we competed well because we know the victory was necessary. Castries Central is a team that likes to draft the ball. They let the wing backs go forward. So we try our best to disrupt their play. They also a physical team, so we just try to match the physicality as well.
All right.
Never good enough. Last year we played 9 games and we had 20 points. And this year it's double the amount of games and we still have 20 points. So we half of the points short from where we were last year. But then again, football can be that way. So we'll just have to put our head down and come again next year.
All the best.